Hey everyone, and welcome back to What They Don't Tell You, a channel where we talk about unusual things that you normally do not get to hear about. As usual, today's topic is quite interesting as well. The topic I have for you guys today is 9 almost invisible animals that actually exist in the world. Yes, you heard it right. 9 almost invisible animals that actually exist. There are millions of animals all around the world. We can clearly see that some of these animals possess abilities that we cannot believe animals actually have. Today we are going to talk about some of the animals which are almost invisible to the human eye, and not everyone knows about these animals. So without further delay, let's dive into today's topic right away. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more interesting videos. At the bottom of the list at number 9 comes the leaf insect. If you for some reason have to act like a statue for some time, for how much time can you remain as a statue? Probably just a while. It actually is a very difficult task, but the leaf insect does not move even a little bit. I mean, anyone's eye can be deceived with this insect. It looks exactly like a leaf. A leaf insect is a favorite food of many of the wild animals and birds. It can be explained as an extra topping to a pizza. Like, I really enjoy extra cheese topping. So the leaf insects basically have no other choice but to hide themselves in the trees and the plants. It just freezes and becomes a statue whenever it senses danger around themselves. Its body is very similar to a leaf, and becoming a statue makes it almost a leaf. No one gets suspicious when it doesn't move. It can also be called a harmless insect, and their food is also based on fruits. They spend all of their lives on trees, and their eggs can be very hard to spot. Newborn leaf insects move just a little bit, which a normal person might not even notice at all. Next on the list at number 8 comes oak leaf butterfly. You probably have seen many beautiful butterflies in your life, but this one is an exception. You probably haven't seen this almost invisible butterfly. If you see it for the first time, you might think that it's a leaf that has completed its life and has already passed away. But it's a very unique kind of a butterfly. Finding this butterfly, however, can be as hard as finding a needle in a river. Finding this butterfly can take several years. This butterfly can be seen in Nepal, Bhutan, China, and even in Vietnam. We probably need to check every leaf, every tree in the whole forest in order to find such a beautiful creation. The inner side of the wings of this butterfly are very colorful and attractive, but the other side is similar to a fallen leaf. And this is the reason that only a few people have seen this butterfly. Next on the list at number 7 comes mosey leaf-tailed gecko. Many real and weird animals can be seen and found in the forests of Madagascar. Mosey leaf is probably the most unique one. A normal person probably cannot spot this lizard because they have an incredible ability of becoming invisible. Its body is just like a branch of a tree. One can hardly feel if they are touching an animal or a tree. It freezes and attaches itself to a branch whenever it feels danger around itself. This lizard has a body of around 20 centimeters long and even has eyes that look like a part of a tree. It becomes very easy for this lizard to attack on its prey with this hiding ability, and maybe that's why it was given this ability after all. Insects pass close to this lizard thinking that it's just a branch, but you know what happens next. Next on the list at number 6 comes leptosphilis. Whenever a fish lays eggs, a natural process begins and those eggs hatch. It's really hard to survive for most of the baby fishes because they are eaten by larger predators. But in this video you are going to see a fish which has a great ability of hiding itself. This is a sea creature which looks like a fish but actually is not one. When an egg is laid by an adult leptosphilis, it hatches. Baby lepto comes in a world where danger is everywhere. They are able to stay like this for several months because of their amazing hiding ability of becoming transparent just like their adults do. and when they know for sure that they can defend themselves, they come back to their normal condition only then. It definitely is a mind-blowing technique of survival. This just is a natural ability they are gifted with. We all know what sharks do, right? The interesting yet shocking thing is that their organs also become transparent and they protect themselves from predators. This is a very interesting creature for sure. Next on the list at number 5 comes octopi. I bet most of you already know that a monkey has 2 brains. It's a very common fact that almost all of us know, but do you know that an octopus has 3 hearts? Yes, it does, and in fact octopus is the only animal with 3 brains in the whole animal kingdom. Furthermore, an octopus has 9 brains and its blood is blue. An octopus is also considered one of the most dangerous animals in the whole planet. Octopi is a rare kind of an octopus having a technique of changing colors. This fact also blew the minds of scientists also. Their normal color is brown, but they turn white whenever they feel that they are in a danger. Its skin has different pigments which help it change color according to the place. Smart, right? Most of the scientists also believe that octopuses are able to dream, as it is noticed that they change colors while in their sleep. Next on the list at number 4 comes pygmy seahorse. Every single small animal that exists in the deep sea has a hard time in survival, which is because of bigger fishes. These seahorses have a very small size. Their size is up to 2 centimeters only. This creature can be seen in Indonesia, Australia as well as in Japan. They live 10 to 40 feet below the sea level. This seahorse is an expert in hiding itself. Even the fishes have a very hard time finding these seahorses. They can adjust the color and the shape of their body and become just like the plant they get attached to. These seahorses live their whole life on plants. It's almost impossible for a normal person to find them. It would be very hard for us to find them even if we picked up the whole plant. The scientists thought they could only change 2 colors, which were yellow and red, but surprisingly, it changed its color to purple as well in an experiment. Moving on with the list at number 3 comes mosey frog. We have all seen moss plants, haven't we? We can see these plants in every place where water is present. This frog was named after the moss plant. This frog can only be found in Vietnam. When we see it for the first time, it looks just like the part of the moss plant, but having a closer look at it, you can probably identify this creature. It uses most of the plants of the wet forest as its hideout. Its unusual skin helps it hide properly in plants. The mosey frogs make insects their prey and their size is 8 to 10 centimeters. This animal is very rare. Next on the list at number 2 comes decorator crab. These crabs can be found in Malaysia, Maldives, Indonesia and in China as well. According to biologists, these crabs are a very tasty food for most of the sea creatures, and every attempt is made to capture them. They have a very unique body. They have hairs and a plant-like structured branches on their body. No one can think of this as a sea animal. It looks exactly like a sea plant. These branches, like hair, can also change their color. Whenever it goes to another plant, it changes its color and disappears altogether. Obviously not literally, but it looks like they have gone. Now if you're through the video up till this point, kindly consider subscribing to the channel to see more such videos. Also, kindly press the bell icon so that you could get notified. Moving on with the list, at number 1 comes pink-winged stick. A lot of animals have their color and their body like the leaves and the branches of the trees. Pink-winged stick is one of them. It has an ability of disappearing wherever it wants to. Whenever it's resting on a tree or a branch, literally no one can sense its presence there. We as normal people cannot spot this animal on a branch even if the branch is moving. We might need special goggles which spot animals and insects. Another interesting fact is that whenever it feels danger, it completely stops moving as it's dead. It stops moving and stays in its place as if it's a dead animal. It sticks its legs to its body and looks like a branch. These creatures can be found in Madagascar, China and Australia. They certainly do have a cool hiding technique without a doubt. and I am impressed by all of these animals. The favorite and the most interesting one for me on this list was mosey frog. Kindly tell me yours in the comment section down below. Take a lot of care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video hopefully.